So the new update is upon us, and with that we get quite a lot of new weapons. So I thought maybe it's worth trying them all out, or at least give every single primary weapon at least one game. See what they're like, try some of the new gadgets, maybe try some of the new sidearms too. You see what they are like and what I feel about them. So let's get right into the action. So now we are on Operation Underground, and of course I had to bring out the Huegren. From Battlefield 1, this was one of the most annoying shotguns to go up against. It's because of the rate of fire and the damage it did. So let's see if it's the same. I'm willing to bet it's gonna be quite similar. And knowing how good shotguns have been in the last few Battlefields, I think it's gonna be quite lethal. Okay, I don't know what happened. My aim is all over the place, but I mean, I got 2 kills out of it, so. Ooh. What weapon are you using? Because you should switch, man. You shouldn't play with that weapon anymore. Damn. I don't know how to play with shotguns, especially on this map. This is the map everyone's like, oh man, I go crazy with shotguns, man. The thing is, I know it's a good shotgun, but I don't know if it's me, because it's not working well. I just took a look at the specializations for it, and I know one specialization gives you better range. I know another one gives you a better like fire rate and stuff like that. Because I'm running it all stock, so that might be why I don't really love it. But the weapon can be good. Like, I know it's and real good. Man, that could have been good. Dead. Had to do it to him. Where did they go though? Panic. I mean, this game has been a bit of a struggle for me, but I don't really think it's because of the weapon, you know. There are a few times where I feel like the Model 37 just probably would have been a better pick. I can't really say too much without trying it with all the specializations, but this is supposed to just be the first impressions. Yeah, but with that said, I think it's time to move on to the next weapon, which is going to be the M3 infrared. Oh my god. It's so big. What is this? What the heck? Let's see if we can do anything with it though. This is... I don't know if it does it do anything. It's like black and white. I don't know if it's infrared though, but man, it's just black and white. It's fucking harder to see people with this. I don't think this is good. I don't think this is good at all. I think it's this is a shitty weapon. And it's got a gimmick that honestly doesn't do anything. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, and I'm not hitting a lot of shots either. So I mean, I can't really complain. I mean, I get it. It's very experimental and everything, but man, this shit doesn't work. Hip fire is pretty tight, so. You can't really see anything because look at this scope. Okay. Let's try this bad boy. Oh, that's not good. Ah! Oh, who the fuck hit me right there? Oh. Okay, yeah. Of course. You don't get the hit markers because it's suppressed. I kind of forgot about that. Is that a guy or no? I mean, it's not good because of the fact that it's infrared. It's just like a semi-auto that has average stats probably. It can fire quite quickly. The hip fire is good. I can hip fire from here, no problem. Hit everything. I don't really know if it does anything better than any other weapon. It's a cool factor thing though. Honestly, I'm probably gonna play with it just because I think it's cool. And the suppressor, of course, does a lot. Because of how the suppressors work in Battlefield 5, you'll probably be able to get quite a lot of sneaky kills and people won't really know where you are. I really want to see if it works in a smoke. I should probably equip like smoke grenades. So I got the smoke grenades equipped now. So I'm gonna see if I can find a good situation to try them out. Is that? He's alive, but I want to kill him because my teammate is about to kill steal me. Okay, this probably won't work because, yeah. So you can't just be in a smoke yourself. Can I see through this one? No. I don't think so, at least. Yeah, you can't see through the smokes either. So I don't really see why you would want to use this weapon. Like I said, the hip fire is good and you can fire real quick. So you can be quite aggressive with it, I guess, and still have a long range scope. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling this one. Okay, so brand new map once again. We are on Almar. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce it, but I decided to go for the double welly setup. So I have the well gun right here as my primary and the well burr as my secondary. And it seems like I'm not the only one running that, as you can see. So it's gonna be fun to see what this weapon can do. I think this is supposed to be basically like an infantry only map, more or less. So it's gonna be fun to see if that is true. I kind of hope it's true. It would be nice to have a bit of an urban map. That's a lucky kill. I saw him. I almost fucked that up.
You owe me one.
No, I don't know. It feels like the enemy team is actually quite good, even though we are winning at the moment. Let's see, it's probably going to be someone up here. Here we go. I think hipfire is the name of the game for me. Lucky. Yeah, but I think, yeah, hipfire definitely seems to be easier because you get away from the popcorn recoil a bit, which of course, you know, not using iron sights helps with that too. But so I guess if you like hip firing, then any SMG is good at that usually. But I don't know, it's hard to really get much of anything done, I feel. Oh, that's a... Nah, man, I'm not good. I don't know why we're spawn capping them, because we have one... we have one flag. And I don't know why they keep spawning in their spawn when we only have one flag. So it's stupidity from both ends. Okay, I'm kind of starting to get to terms with the recoil of this thing. There we go. I'm starting to kind of get the hang of this. Still don't love it, but it's getting better. It's getting better. So with this game kind of coming to an end, I think my general impression with this weapon is it's a bit mixed. I did not enjoy it at first, but the more I played with it, the more you get used to the recoil, and you kind of learn that hip fire is king with this, as it is with a lot of SMGs. And once you kind of get used to that, I think it's pretty decent. So I don't know. I guess it's on to the next weapon. It seems like we kind of joined the game halfway through right here, mid-game. But we're gonna try out the sniper. What is this called? The K3143. And the cool thing about this one is that you both have the scope as well as iron sights. I have a feeling I'm probably gonna stick to the scope for the most part, but it's gonna be fun to see what it does. It's got a pretty fast fire rate from what I saw, like 55 rounds per minute. Dang, there's a lot of people there. I think I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm really okay. Okay, I mean, the 3-piece with the nade, I'm not going to complain about that, but something that really doesn't matter for a lot of people when it comes to weapons, but I actually do care quite a lot about, especially when it comes to sniper rifles, is the sound. And I think this sounds really cool. It's got a really meaty sound, if you know what I mean. If it sounds like it's a good weapon, odds are you're going to play good with it, you know. Feel good, play good. Look good, play good. Sound good, play good. I feel like there is a bit of that. Like, if you like the weapon you're running, either like the aesthetics of it or the way it sounds, for some reason I think you tend to play better with it just because you want to do good with it, you know. Here we go. Wasn't it? lucky that's a kill. See a guy over there. Let's go. Yeah, there's a guy in the windmill too. Of course there is. See if we can get that in. Is that... I think he died. This is going to be close range. Maybe I should actually try to run with the iron sights. I'm not a very big iron sights guy. But, you know, sometimes you make it work. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stick with iron sights for a sec here. Okay. Iron sights can be fun too, I guess. This reminds me a lot of BF5 because I feel like you played a lot more iron sights in that game. The well rod. I called that the Welber, didn't I? Oh. How many are there? I kind of just assumed that I would get a headshot. I felt like I actually was going for the head, but ooh. Man. Oh, once again, another game wrapping up, and I kind of like this. It plays like a sniper. This scope is a bit different from any other scope. I don't really know what magnification it is, but it feels like it's probably like 3 or 4 times. I don't know. But like I was saying, I think it's a fun weapon to use. You know, it's fun to have the option to go between iron sights and a real scope, and it reminds me a bit of, like I said, it reminds me of BF1. So we're back on Almar. I'm using the Shaw. I don't really know how to pronounce it. French is not a language I know anything about. It's going to be interesting to see what this one is like. We, of course, had this in BF1 too, and I suspect it's going to play very similarly to that. So we'll see. I also decided to kind of switch up with the sidearm. I've gone away from the well rod, and I do have the PPK suppressed. I thought M19 suppressed is something we've seen a lot of before, so it's probably more fun to try the PPK. It feels like it's freaking semi-auto. It's so freaking slow. Man. And this is definitely one of those weapons where you need to be very accurate. You need to hit your shots because you're going to fire way fewer shots than the guy shooting back at you probably. I think there are at least 2 guys down here. You can hip fire with it a bit. Feels like hip fire is good with any weapon in this game though. So... Man, I'm not doing the weapon justice because I'm just missing everything, but I think it's good, you know. And I think this is a weapon that you could probably put like a 3-time scope on because the recoil isn't really anything significant, and the accuracy is it seems like it's high enough. If you have a bit more zoom and stuff like that, you know, you can pick heads a bit easier, and also maybe if you have better, just like hand-to-eye coordination than what I do, so you actually can hit things, then I think it can be a really good weapon. Here, people down here. Didn't get anyone. That's nice. Oh, of course the firecrackers are out. I have yet to see any situation where I think the firecrackers really are going to help you. It feels like a real gimmick. They're not even like a decoy. They just make noise, but you can tell so easily that it's a firecracker and not someone shooting. Let's try the PPK. It's probably just going to play like any other pistol. The only thing is that it's got a silencer on. Silencers are always cool. And cool factor, like I talked about with the M3, cool factor does mean a lot, to me at least. Man, look at this. This is not pretty. Okay, it's really quick, the PPK. I did not understand. Okay. Oh. I didn't know you could spam it, basically. That's fun, though. I like spammable pistols because I tend to just go panic mode with pistols. Okay, sometimes you gotta be lucky. Man, we gotta cap everything we can right now. Victory in the end, you know. That's what we want. That's what we like. Yeah. So the Shosha, it does play a lot like the one in BF1, it feels like. It's slow firing. It does a lot of damage per shot. Headshots are lethal. And I think it can be good for longer ranges, especially since you can put scopes on it and everything too. So yeah, it's on to the next and final primary weapon. Final primary weapon is the, what is it called? The M1941 Johnson. I might be making that up. I've already mispronounced or I misnamed a few things. I called the well rod something else yesterday, I think. But I think this is semi-auto. Yes. I guess it deals decent damage because it's not really super spammable. It's more of a accurate kind of thing. And I think he was low, so I don't want to, you know, base too much of what I feel. Okay, Kobe. I don't want to base too much off of that headshot, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this is like. There are more people there. I might cheat some more. Ooh, where is that from? Is he going around? Okay. The nades seem to be working just as... Oh, at the C4. Here we go. That's lucky. Man. Ooh. Yeah, you cannot tell where you're being shot from. That is frustrating. Okay, I think the M3 is getting better by the second because you have no idea. I'm gonna see if I can go find him again.
We have now taken objective data. We are losing objective East.
Anyone else want some? So, you think you're sneaky? Oh, man. You gotta be lucky sometimes, no? There's a spawn beacon here, which is worrying me. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Okay, he spawned on it. But that don't help you, man. So oh, that's M3 again. I have to take back a lot of what I said about it being kind of useless because his suppressor does so much for it, and the fact that you actually have a scope on it, it's basically unfair. This does feel like one of those weapons where you take damage every single firefight, regardless of how well you do, you know, and it's because you kind of have to make sure that you're, at least for me, I have to think like a few fractions of a second longer to make sure that I'm actually on target, because you don't want to waste a single bullet like that. It's a bit like the Shoshaw in the fact that you really have to make sure that you're aiming well, and if you are, then it's a good weapon. If you're not, then you're going to struggle a bit. So just as a final kind of review, first impression maybe, the M1941 Johnson, I think it's fun. It's a fun weapon to use. It feels like it's a 3-shot to kill, but basically any range. I'm not sure about that, but it's got a decent rate of fire, 10 rounds in a mag. I don't know if you can have extended mags or anything like that, but I'm just testing out all of the weapons stock with no specializations or anything like that, no scopes. I think all of the weapons have been quite a lot of fun. Yeah, so I guess that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you sat through to listen to my opinion, like the opinion of a super average guy in Battlefield, a super average Battlefield player, and his opinions on the new weapons in the game. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. You could leave a dislike if you didn't like the video, of course. Maybe subscribe. Comment if you think I missed something or if I'm wrong or whatever you want to comment about. But that's it, and I am out of here.